Happy Aloha Friday, everyone, and welcome to a special edition of My Ties at Sunset here up in Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington. I just looked over and I have a special guest again, repeat guest, Sergeant T. I just looked over and she's like nasal swabbing, so it was pretty funny. Anyway.
Isn't that so weird that that's the norm? Anyway, aloha, I'm Mai. Happy Aloha Friday. Let's have some fun and share some laughs. And I set the intention to also share healing because we all need some healing, especially if she's taken a COVID test. Is Sergeant T okay?
She's fine. It's just a precautionary measure. And she was like, so she got this COVID test and it's a 2-pack. And she's like, do you want one? I was like, no, I don't want one. It's almost like sharing a chicken nugget. Like, do you want a chicken nugget? No, I don't want a chicken nugget. Like, it's the kind of like gift you don't want. But no, it's precautionary. And if she does test positive, I'm going to have to take one as well. So we'll see.
So you do need that second one after all.
No, actually, this COVID test requires that you take 2 because of their high false rate.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
So it even says it on the package, like this test has like a higher probability of being a false negative. You should take a lab-based test, which makes sense. But then again, you have to go through the process of like going to a medical clinic or a hospital and get tested appropriately. But on base up here at JBLM, I haven't seen like any COVID drive-throughs. And also Washington dropped their mask mandate, so you don't have to wear masks indoors anymore.
We have also in Hawaii, our mask mandates have been lifted unless you go to a business that requires it.
Right. And I mean, like most hospitals, I probably will just continue to wear a mask in the future just because I think it's safer. Especially with COVID still being something that goes around, even the flu and all this other stuff. But anyway, no, she's still trying to figure it out. So. Did you break it?
No, I don't understand the directions.
Oh
maybe you should just administer it right here on our show.
Well, that's what I was thinking maybe I should just do it for her, but you've swabbed the hell out of your nose, right?
I did. I was crying a little.
Can you hear her? I think you can hear her on this. Here, let me go help her real quick. Mine, just stay right there.
Mm-hmm.
She's fine. She's
okay,
she's only here for a minute because she's potentially infected and she might be like on my. She's trying to breathe on me now.
She was telling me like, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm
like
triple vaxxed. I was like, okay.
I am triple vaccinated, and I was like, am I okay? And they were like, everybody started putting masks on at the unit, and I was like, do I need to do this?
Look, give me a break.
It was so funny. Anyway, so we've had a lot of adventures, and one of them was just doing the COVID test, at-home test, which the instructions are poor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all tap. What are we tapping? Like the empty bottle?
There was nothing at the bottom of the bottle, so I was like, what is happening? But I think maybe a video would have been better, and maybe that's why it has an app,
You know
too.
what? It actually did say there is a video we could have watched. I just wanted to get it done quick.
Oh, my God, we could have watched the video.
The next one. We're learning.
Oh, no.
So this afternoon, somebody informed her that somebody had tested positive that she had been around, which is fine, right? Like, we're all going to end up, like, being exposed in some way. And so they're like, okay, you have to have a COVID test done by tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we went to the major, like, shopping area, and as we were walking out, I saw, like, a table of COVID tests. And so I remembered, like, they're there. So we're driving back from dinner. We had a funny interaction at dinner.
We picked up, like, cheesecake, right? We're like, let's just get some dessert. And I picked up ice cream. Ice cream melts. So, like, the ice cream's in the back, and, like, the back of my head, we're driving. I'm like, all right, it'll be, like, 10 minutes, you know? We'll go to, the PX, pick it up, and head out. 40 minutes later, we couldn't find it. We just kept getting lost.
We kept getting lost.
I was driving.
Oh, no.
I know, she's been my driver, so it's really funny. But Waze, like, took us all over the place. And what really happened is she turned left instead of right.
I didn't even realize that, to be honest.
I didn't even know there were 2 gates on both sides of the freeway.
It didn't correct for it?
It did, but then
I
it
think
took
it's
us.
a little slow.
I kept telling her, like, go left. Go left. I know where we are.
She was like, go this way. I was like, what's this? What is this? Is it left or right? So I was like panicking at the same time. We're cracking up. Like, oh my God, this is terrible.
And you know what's really sad is that the ice cream did not melt that whole time. Like, it was still in its form.
It's fake.
Okay.
This happens for good reason.
So we go into the store. It's pretty empty because they close at 9:30. So we're in there about 8:30. And I'm like, okay, get one. She grabs one, and we're at the checkout, and I'm like, she goes, do you need a bag for this? The checkout lady goes to T and goes, do you need a bag? And I'm like, no, she needs to carry it. Shame.
She's like, shame.
Shame. And she's like, and the cashier's like, oh, letting everybody know you got COVID. And I was like,
it's not me. I'm not the bad guy.
She kept saying, oh, no, it's for a friend.
Without a mask and everything.
She was going to say, it's for a friend, it's for a friend. And I'm all like, shame.
Shame on you.
Shame.
That was great. I'm just walking like with it all loud.
So for a few minutes, we're going to find out. And I'm going to be really mad if I got COVID.
I'm gonna laugh and then feel bad. But I'm probably going to laugh first.
Are you going to laugh?
This is crazy ridiculous.
Well, you know what? If I do get COVID, that means three boosters or like 3 shots doesn't work.
But you can get
Did you
COVID
do
and have
all
no
3 of the same?
symptoms.
I have all 3 of the same. I have Moderna, so I have all the same.
But
See, I
remember,
switched
like,
it up.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait, what'd you
I
get?
did
You're like,
Pfizer the
oh.
first time and Moderna the second time. And if I get another one, I'm going to try to get Johnson & Johnson.
Ooh, my sister had Johnson Johnson. Don't do it.
Did it?
She got COVID pretty quick.
Oh,
she had
no.
COVID, yeah.
I heard Moderna's actually better than Pfizer now. I don't know.
I don't know.
Who
I have
cares?
Pfizer.
I mean, for me, I'm like, I don't care as long as like.
But remember, vaccination doesn't mean that
No.
you're completely not going to get it. It just means your symptoms are not going to be as bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like
Well, a vaccination
you're-
is supposed to keep you from getting a virus, right? Like it's supposed to help prevent.
Your body's supposed to know how to deal with it, is what it's supposed
Yeah, in a better way, but you're not actually. You're supposed to have like some kind of immunity to getting it.
But it's not 100%.
Correct. It's not 100%. But they keep pushing like for 3 or 4 more shots, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
It's
like,
going to be like the yearly flu. That's just
Yeah.
what's going to end up happening.
But like I
I'll
said,
take 'em if
everybody's
they're
gonna
free.
get exposed.
Yeah.
If they're free,
Yeah,
I'll
they're
take
free.
them.
Right.
No, they're
Yeah.
still free, I think.
Are
right?
they?
Yeah, they're
'Cause
free. Because I went into
I don't want to do
Walgreens
those
and I got
COVID
mine.
tests. That hurts.
Yeah. Oh, I
They
know.
used to-
I know.
No, you went deep in there. You went deep.
my ears, like my eyes were just like crying. I was like, "This is how it's supposed to feel." I don't know how to do it.
I know. At
No,
the beginning of the
nasal-
show, I was like looking over, and you were like,
I was like, "Oh my god!" I
You
think
gotta
if
like
it
touch
hurts,
your
I'm doing
brain
it right.
or something. It goes so
Yeah.
far up there. It hurts.
that's so funny.
Well, the first time back in like my first COVID test I got was 2020 when it was like really up your nose, and then I think like second or third time they did just around. So I don't know. I guess it really depends.
You're really supposed to go deep in there.
Oh Lord,
Yeah, you're
they
supposed to
messed
make that
up.
person cry or whatever.
Oh, I thought there was like. different
What
ways
happened
do
to the
it.
spit test?
I guess it just wasn't as accurate. I want to say.
I don't think people produce enough deep phlegm. Like you're supposed to go deep with it. Like you're supposed to deep cough and then like spit it up. It's gross. You know how like people like hawk loogies? Like that's how deep you're supposed to
Yeah.
go.
Oh.
With, like,
Ew.
yeah, nobody wants
Yeah,
to do
the
that.
mucus. Yeah.
I would still try that over swabbing up my nose. I hate that. I'll
Yeah, I
cough
don't-
something up. I don't care.
Yeah, something will
I'll
come out.
cough
Don't
something.
worry.
Just don't shove
Or like
something
what-
up my
like-
nose.
They can't pull like blood or anything, huh? Because it's not in.
No.
Yeah.
It's all in your respiratory.
These
Well,
are
everybody's got allergies. I mean, in
yeah.
Texas, T's sister is in Texas, and we were talking about cedar fever, which is like a real thing. Like every year, the pollen gets so bad that people get stuffy. So like even right now, I'm still stuffy from being from Texas, like with my allergies and stuff.
Well, that's originally what my coworker got. She's like, "Oh, it's just allergies," and like she was like dog sick. I was like, "All right, like you're not doing well. This isn't allergies. Go home." Like,
Yeah.
And she's like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, you need to go home." She finally did, and that's when she found out. She was, "Oh, I got COVID." I was like, "Cool." So
Thanks
here
a
we are.
lot.
Yeah, here we are.
Here we are taking at-home tests. I wonder how much longer you have. Oh wait, you have like maybe 8 more minutes to go
Yeah.
on your test.
Wow.
Well, we'll find out.
It'll ding.
Everybody will find out the results. It's like Jerry Springer. Jerry, you are not the
What's
COVID
result?
carrier.
Oh, I hope not. I don't feel like I have it. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. No.
Yeah, we've had a good time. We had a good reunion yesterday. We were both so tired. I don't even know. You know, the sad part is that we didn't even eat like really well last night. She had cheese covered fries, and I had freaking cheese curds. So
Because we thought we were like, okay, we'll go get real food later. Didn't happen. What did we end up? We ended up getting froyo, frozen yogurt.
yeah, and then we got froyo, and then Sergeant T like adopted a what is it? A kind of a homeless guy, right?
Houseless. Someone who's houseless.
Houseless, homeless.
It's just,
and he was like,
properly.
well, he like approached us and he was like, hey, I really would like some food. And I was like, well, we're only getting yogurt. Do you want yogurt? He was like,
anything. Yeah.
He was like, anything. And it's like freezing outside. I'm like, are you sure? And then she's like, you know what? I'll get him a pizza. So she went.
He's asking for food, like.
So we know these froyo places, right? Like they go by weight. Menchie's. So they have Menchie's in Hawaii, right?
I'm gonna wait till you tell your story. I'm gonna tell mine.
So we go in, we start filling up our yogurt bowl, and I'm done at the end, and I want to pay for hers. So I go, okay, let me pay. Like I didn't even see what's in her bowl. Like I know what's in mine. Put it on the scale.
Offered first.
She offered to pay, and then I was like, no, let me get this one. Let me get it this time. So she's like, well, I'm going to go get this guy the pizza. Hands me her Menchie's. My hand drops because I wasn't expecting it to be that heavy.
I didn't expect you to pay for my stuff.
And so I'm like, what the heck? And then I put it on the scale, and the girl looks at me and goes, you messed up. And I was like, why? She goes, that went up like significantly more when you put that on. And I was like, oh my God. And I turned around. She's like running out the door with the homeless guy, like running.
Get you pizza. Well, you want a drink? We'll get you a drink.
And she's like, and I was like, and at that moment, I knew I screwed up. Because like, it was such an more expensive bill. It wasn't like break the bank expensive, but
it was just funny. Yeah,
but it was funny because the lady was like, you really messed up because you should have paid for this.
I was like, give me your Menchie's.
No,
give me yours.
Frozen yogurt.
Well, for mine, which was decently sized, it was $8. For hers, it was
You're kidding
$15.
me. I had no idea.
It was so full. It was full of mochi and like it was just like full.
This was coming like not expecting that you would pay for mine, like and I was offering to pay for you.
She was hungry.
She went to go pay for a guy for pizza, like a mod pizza, and those aren't cheap, right? It's like biology. Yeah. It's like those places you build your own, so that's not cheap either. And I was like, okay, she's doing something nice. I'll do something nice in return. Well, I didn't expect this like brick of a froyo coming up.
It was like, she was really sure. I even told her, "Are you sure you really don't have to do this?"
She was definitely eating her feelings.
I got it.
Like eating her feelings yesterday. I was like, okay,
we had freaking cheese fries.
That's your fault.
I was hangry, and I was like,
I thought we were gonna go somewhere else, and then I got tired, like, because I had traveled all day. Like, I was up at 5 a.m. Central Standard Time. Then lost 2 hours or gained 2 hours coming here to Washington. So I had been up since 5, and it was already like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. I was like losing it. I'm like, I don't even know where I am anymore.
What time did we get back? We got back at 8, like around 8 or 9, right?
Like, yeah.
8, I think.
By the time we got ready for bed, it was like 10. We're both like...
Yeah, you're right. Because we had the TV on. And
we were just dead. Yeah. Nothing made sense anymore. And then I guess last night I like spoke in my sleep, which I've never heard. I've never heard that I talk in my sleep.
Second time, roomies. Bullshit. Second time.
You text in your sleep, so I do believe that you talk in your sleep.
I text in my sleep, but I don't ever talk.
She would send me random crazy texts.
Like, how do you like just? I don't know. That's very.
So I'm on my phone. If I'm on Ambien and it hits me the wrong way, I end up texting my top 5. And now that we have pins, like on iPhone, you can pin the top people. Like mine's always been in my top 5. So she like gets the brunt end of it. She's like, "You must be sleepy." She will literally text me and be like, "You need to stop. Like you need to go sleep." She's like, "I wish you well. Go sleep."
Go sleep.
Yeah.
No,
put your phone far away from you.
Yeah, like she just occasionally like she said something in the middle of the night, and I'm like, and I noticed I was like, oh, she's like sleep like in her dream maybe, or like she went, oh, like she laughed.
She laughed.
I never laugh.
She laughed
I
and
never
said something
laugh.
and like turned around, like she was moving. So I'm like, I was confused. I was like, okay, sleep talk, sleepwalk, like what's going on?
There is
and
no
she's
sleep
like,
talk,
oh,
sleep
like
walk.
she turns and like grabs her pillow and like hugs it or something. I was like, oh, okay. And I just turned around and went back to sleep. I was like, she's okay. She's having a good dream.
I was having a good dream. I hugged my pillow. And out of love. Wait,
Yeah.
did your timer go off
No, it
now?
hasn't come off yet.
Did you even start
I
it?
did.
That's a good question. Have you even started your timer?
We have a minute left.
A minute. A minute, everyone. We're going to find
I don't
out.
know what the results are.
Jerry. What's it say?
Okay, so it says C. I don't see T. A positive result must show both a C line and a T line. A positive result means that viral and whatever. Okay.
I think you should bring it over here so we can like actually look
It's
at
a
it.
negative. That's what it looks like. 'Cause it only has a C.
She thinks it's a negative, but
Yeah,
we'll
it's
see.
like a solid C.
Come on, bring it over. I hope we did it right though. If not, you're going to have to like dig in again.
I'm gonna cry. See?
Oh yeah,
C.
okay.
Like it's not even faint.
Okay.
Looks like we're in a good roll.
I just don't know if we got enough substrate.
I like if you look at if we can I don't know you can see this or not. Like do you see that? Do you see these directions?
They're terrible.
There it is.
Where was
Wait,
this
wait,
made?
let me read this again. Okay, so collect the sample. Oh my god, it's supposed to have liquid in the tube.
It wasn't in what? Maybe that's why I came
Were you
out
supposed
negative.
to put the liquid in the tube before you?
Oh my
put
god,
the
bring
other
me the
thing?
other tube because you're supposed to have liquid in the tube and there was no liquid.
So is that what he was telling me to tap it down?
Yes,
I was like, what am I tapping down?
because there's
It's
actual
empty.
liquid in that tube.
Where in the directions?
In this one, there's actually liquid. Wait, what the hell? There is no liquid.
Yeah, it's right here.
Wait. We didn't do this right. Okay, hold on.
We're not going back because it's closed. We're gonna get lost for another 40 minutes.
Empty tube and seal solution. Please see, there are two edges on the empty tube. We were supposed to squeeze this solution into the tube.
If it was invalid, it would show nothing or T.
I know, but originally you didn't put this liquid into this tube and then tap it and then put the swab in.
Whoopsies.
You have to take another one. You know that, right?
I know.
It's okay. I'm
prepared.
gonna be here with you
Okay.
the whole time. Mai, do you mind?
Support
No,
group.
do it
You
right.
guys are my support.
You know, you should
gotta get it
everybody how to
right.
Do the COVID test.
Oh, I know.
Okay, well,
Step one.
step one. I can't even open it. My fingers hurt.
Here.
This is an eye health COVID test that is provided at the PX on JBLM, Joint Base Municipal Court.
$18.99 tax free.
$18.99 tax free. So like at least we got it tax free. So it literally says step one, prep your materials. So one of them was actually pre-filled, which is what you did.
Was it though?
And the test set 2 is this one.
How do we know which one is 1 and 2?
Oh, look, it says you may have test 1 or test 2. You actually have test 2. 2 of test 2.
Okay.
So if you read the directions carefully, so test 1 sample has this tube filled up already
Okay.
for you.
Oh.
But
that's why I was like, what am
This
I
is
tapping?
test
It's
2, so
empty.
she doesn't have it filled up. So we fill it
Fill
up.
it.
I
Okay.
will do this time, so you don't
I know.
have to retake.
Listen, it's gonna be negative. We gotta throw that positivity out there. You know, we're positive that it'll be negative.
I can't even get this stupid liquid into the tube. This is terrible. Okay, we're good. All right, I got some on my
Okay.
hand.
Do you want me to get you
And
that?
no, it's okay. Well, I'll just wash my hands. Okay. All right, see? There is liquid now.
There is
in
liquid
the
now.
bottle. Okay,
Are
we're
you supposed to
good.
tap it now?
Yes, I tapped
yet.
it. No, wait. Now
I
you
jumped a
no.
few steps apparently.
Okay, this is incorrect. So we're gonna do it again, and now you're gonna swab.
Oh, I ain't ready for this.
Scrubby dubby. Let's go. It doesn't say you have to go that far up. Like just
That's
3/4 of
pretty
an
up there. Look at that.
3/4 of an inch is like here.
That's still tickling
Under
your
just
nose
under
pretty
your
bad.
eyeball. That's
Yeah,
really
that's
deep.
it.
Just
Okay,
touch
don't
in
lie.
the inside
Don't
of
lie.
your eyeball.
We're looking. We're watching.
Your
It's okay. No. La la la.
Let's play some music until you're back.
Jerry.
I'm
You
gonna
weren't.
cry a little. Bear with
Don't
me.
cry. Don't cry. It's okay. Just, this is not in
Oh
vain.
my god.
This is not in vain. Shh. Be positive. Everything is going to be great.
Okay.
Everything's great.
Oh yeah, I love
Did
this
you
so
do it
great.
5 times each?
Yes, I did. Maybe more.
Okay, get
You touched it. No, I'm just kidding.
get out of here. Okay, so you put it at the bottom.
And
then you squeeze it and stir. Stir 15 times. Let's go the other way.
I didn't cry this time, so it's okay.
Okay, now it says to squeeze it because you want all the substrate
Squeeze
to
the
come.
sides of the tubes to express as much liquid as possible from the swab, and then remove the swab. That's after you do your 15 times. Okay.
Swab's removed.
And we stick that bad boy in here.
All right, and now I'm going to close it.
Moment of truth for the next 15 minutes.
And now it just says
gonna-
pour 3 drops. Okay,
Yeah.
we're done. Great. Oh, here we go.
Oh man.
1,
Negative.
2,
Negative.
3. Okay, that's
And
it.
then let me go get my timer. I'll move that out.
15 minutes from now, and you will know your COVID results.
Disgusting. Thank you for your help.
Okay, go wash your hands.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ah,
Do you want me to leave it here?
yeah, leave it.
Oh, okay. Let me go start my timer. real
I'm old. My body.
quick. My life.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I'm looping across the shoulders. Okay.
You're such a hero.
Hero.
You should have recorded it for Sergeant T's TikTok.
I know.
That would've been funny.
I haven't done TikTok in such
When you
a
try to
while,
take a
honestly.
COVID test with your roomie.
Watch us do a COVID test.
Yeah, but you're not an average roomie.
Step one.
You're a PhD
I bet a lot
nurse.
of people would watch that.
do not.
Let me
Follow
see.
the directions.
Okay, we're doing good here. I already see a line
The
on the
C.
C, so that's already a positive because that means it's negative.
Did you set a timer?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I said it over
Okay.
there.
So we got a little more
We'll
time.
hear it.
Yeah, we got a little more time. So what else has happened besides her getting possibly COVID? We were at dinner, and we
Which
had a
part?
good time. So we're sitting there, and I know that I can't handle my alcohol as well as some people. So I got a margarita, and I kept telling her, I was like, oh my God, my face. Like, it started to turn red. And I literally, so I'm a little bit tanner than most people up here because I've been out in the sun in Texas. But my cheeks and my ears and my eyes were all red. And so I was like, I look like I got out of a tanning bed because it was just so hot. But we're sitting there and she's like, oh my God, after this, we're getting cheesecake. Like, yum, I can't wait. I'm getting ice cream. And I go, how are you so little? You know, because you eat so much like cheesecake and all this stuff. And the bartender goes, what's bitter? And I was like,
She's
what do you
oh my God.
She's
What's
like, oh my
bitter?
God,
She's
what's
all like-
bitter? And I'm like, bitter? Like, no, I said she's little. And then I was trying to order like food today, and I love enchiladas. And so I was like, oh, I wonder how the poblano enchiladas are. And the bartender asks the other one. She
Yeah.
goes, hey, I think her name was Amy. She goes, Amy, how's the other, how are the poblano like enchiladas? And she goes, they're hella good. And I was like, well, I guess they're good then. But they were really good. So
Yeah,
we should
yeah.
trust. Yeah. Look at it. Look at your little results coming out.
See?
They said don't get excited until it's 15 minutes. So don't get excited.
I'm positive that it's negative.
It's like watching a pregnancy test.
We're both like, no, there's no pregnancy test over here. That's awkward.
Is that what it looks like?
Yeah, this is what it looks like. It's so weird.
kidding.
Anyway, I don't know what else to talk about. We just have
How
some-
like so yeah, she talks about being red, right? So I'm looking at her. I was like, "You're fine." And she talks. I think every time she brought up that I feel like I'm getting more red, she gets more red, and then more red. And I'm like trying to calm her. I was like, "You're okay." And they're like, "No, just drink some water, like eat some chips or something." And I'm just like in a laughing mode because I was having a little drink too. But I was like, I don't think I turn as red as you do. But she was just, oh, I feel red. Look at my ears. Look at my cheeks. I was like, stop, it's okay. And then we walk outside. I'm all red. I was like, you're okay. Don't
I know,
worry.
and I'm like, I can't feel my toes, and she goes, "Good thing I'm driving."
I was like, it's okay. Just enjoy
And then-
the ride.
And then we started going on our COVID test venture.
Laughing for 40 minutes. 'cause
So you
we're
needed the
lost.
drink first.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right.
And like every time we go through the gate, I get saluted because I'm an officer, and so I'm like, I don't want to go through the gate because I hate it when they salute me because I feel bad. And she's like, too bad, we gotta go. So we like went through in and out, in and out, in and out, like together, and I'm like, oh my god. No, but they were very nice. But yeah, I would say JBLM is like one of the nicest bases. Everybody's really nice on base. Actually, most people are pretty nice up here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being stationed here if I was active duty for sure.
Yeah.
Like some people complain, I was like, really? Have you been to Fort Polk? Have you been to all these
Fort Drum?
Irwin? You know, nothing over there.
Even Fort Sam is kind of like not great.
Yeah,
Fort Sam
like it could be worse. That's just a mentality. Like it could be worse. Like this is a decent place. Seattle's 40 minutes away. You don't have to drive an hour and plus to get anywhere. You know, close. They're all right there within 10 minutes. So I don't know.
Yeah, I like the area. It's very nice.
Does this military base have like all the stuff like golf course and restaurants and bowling alleys and theaters and
bowling always? I think almost every
movie theater
has
It has swimming pools, like splash pads. It has a lot of like big name restaurant.
It's a joint force. So you have the Air Force, you have the Navy, you have the Marines there. And I think they're more Air Force driven. I think they have a bigger population of Air Force here. Yeah. So automatically I would think it's a lot nicer. It's
just like Fort Sam Houston is a joint base. It's a lot nicer. And I don't know if there's one in Hawaii. I don't think so. All right, how are we doing?
I don't know. Let me go check the time.
She's going to check the timer just to see where we're at. Hey, we're doing pretty good, Maya. She hasn't made any TikToks, but she's going to put us up on, especially that military discount one.
I was just telling her, I was like, tell me when the podcast, because it was up for, was it for something to go? I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I haven't been
like she's missed it. But I did, I went to a Ren Fair in Texas this past weekend, and I picked up some bluebonnets. So I found out it's not illegal to pick bluebonnets in Texas, which everybody believes is to be true. But that's not true. It's just frowned upon because people want to enjoy the bluebonnets. So I did pick a couple bluebonnets, and I am confessing to this because I am drying them out between two books, and then I'm sending you both a bluebonnet.
Oh, cool.
Is that what the picture was that you sent me?
Yeah. And I have a couple more pictures. They're gorgeous. Wow. But every year there's like bluebonnet festivals, and there's like fields and fields of bluebonnets, and I just freaking love them. Like I was smiling the whole way driving up to.
Is it like an event or like?
Yeah, they have bluebonnet festivals everywhere, and there's like just so much.
That's gorgeous.
Did you see our last video? I put the driving video of the H3 freeway.
Is this the $80 million per mile freeway?
Yep.
Oh, how cool! Look, check this out. This is her drive. So jealous.
Wow, so
look how pretty it is. So you're turning left to get on the H3.
You can see the ocean straight ahead, but we're going to take a left onto the freeway.
Yep. We're on the freeway right now. You get a good view of
beautiful
mountains. Is this Ko'olaus? Yes.
Yeah, all the Ko'olaus.
That's gorgeous. No, what's the weather? What's the weather at?
It's like 80s, right?
Yeah.
It's not always sunny though. It rains a lot on this side of the island. Wait till you get up to the top. Just give it a few more minutes since we have for a few more minutes on the COVID test.
Oh, just fast forward.
But it's like 55. Huh?
Skip ahead.
Oh,
just skip ahead.
You want me to fast forward?
People know. She knows what roads look like.
Yeah, but it's really pretty.
Is that what it is in Hawaii? No.
Oh, okay. Wait. So now we're getting over to.
Is that a tunnel? Yeah, the
tunnel's
pretty too.
But do you look right at all, Maya, or is it just straight?
It's all straight. So you're not going to see the ocean from this view. We'd have to talk about something so that I can show the drive on the way back.
Sometimes you see these like little indentions on the mountain. Mm-hmm. When it rains really hard, it actually ends up being waterfalls.
That's
through here.
Cool.
The whole thing. The whole
waterfalls.
That's so beautiful. I can't even imagine.
But so over here, you have like a whole view of the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget to point out Stairway to Heaven.
Right here is Stairway to Heaven. So like right in between these like banyan trees and stuff like that, there's actually like stairs that go vertical.
Oh my God. People do that?
Yeah, they do. It's like the most famous, one of the most famous hikes. Yeah, it's super dangerous, but I think they've closed it off. It's illegal. It's like right in here. Wow. But yeah, and then there's another tunnel. So when they were building this, the actual Hawaiian people who were working on it, they were haunted by spirits.
Mm-hmm. So they said, yes. But it's a sacred valley.
Very sacred.
Halava Valley.
Beautiful.
And
wow.
it's actually just absolutely gorgeous. And I never would have seen it in my lifetime if they hadn't built that.
I mean, look how much they had to build it
And
out.
just how green and bright it is. It's so beautiful.
It's only
It's
$80 million per mile
You're
Yeah,
kidding.
it's a few billion
Really?
dollars to build this.
to
yeah.
build it.
Holy. It's okay.
And it's for the
Look at the view,
military.
though. Worth it, right?
It's for the military. It connects the bases,
No.
military bases.
way. Oh, wow.
Wow, what's going on the left side, Mai? Did they close it?
They were doing road work.
Yeah,
But I
they
think,
closed the H3 on
only-
the other side.
I think they're only on one lane. They had one lane open, though, I think.
Look at these guys just chilling.
In the back. The
Yeah.
orange truck.
Because it's still legal to drive like that.
Oh,
Oh, look, you
there's
got the
the
Hawaiian
flags.
flags and everything going by. That was cool.
There are a lot of people who drive with these big, full-size flags on the back of their trucks.
Prideful. That's good.
And you're going through the tunnel.
Wow.
Actually, there was an iPhone commercial that used this tunnel to show that you could use your iPhone to film like an action scene inside that tunnel. Not that
That's
I
a
would
long
ever-
tunnel.
It's pretty long.
Ugh. I was like, where's it going to
I always speed so fast through this. And then on the down, like you don't have to push the gas because on the way down
Just
you
roll
go
down.
so fast. Yeah. Best way to save gas. It's just,
Put it
just
on
to
neutral and let
coast.
it ride.
Here, let me go a little bit further. But when you pop out, you can actually see a poeo face, which is an owl, on the mountainside when you pop out.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you're not going to see it from that side.
Okay.
You're going to see it from the
No,
other
no.
direction.
No, the other direction. Darn. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like a little.
It's on the other side. That is my
This is what it
favorite
looks
landmark
like.
to look for every
Let's see if we
time.
can go all the way down to the bottom here. You actually like pass some pretty big neighborhoods. Oh, you guys, where are you guys going? Oh, you're on the H1 now, going
Mhm.
west.
Going west.
Wow. How far
That's
did y'all go?
Kapolei.
Did you go to Kapolei?
Yeah, with Kapolei.
Oh yeah. See how the changes because so when you go further west, it's more desert climate, and further east,
And there's no
is
clouds
like
there, I see.
like a rainforest.
Okay.
But that's the Waianae mountain range now,
Yeah.
straight ahead.
Well, I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we see that yet.
Oh. Just kidding.
Oh, I screwed it up.
Just keep skipping ahead.
We are ahead. Oh, there. Well, you can kind of see some road. Let's see, or some ocean too. I don't know. It's really pretty to drive there, but whew, that gas is expensive. How much is it right now, Mai?
Okay, so I went to Costco gas to go fill up, and it was $4.50.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
it went
it's more
down.
expensive here.
It's more expensive
Yeah.
here. Yep.
I
Okay.
think it was $4.45.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
she's
not-
negative. Woo!
Woohoo!
Take a picture of that.
Congratulations!
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
send both.
That's awesome, Mai. Thanks for
Show her
sharing that
the-
video.
Show her
Oh.
the Lanikai one, the
Oh, really?
Lanikai sunrise,
Okay. hold
which
on.
I think is the military specials. That actually might be her episode.
Here we go. Yep. Hawaii Military Special and Savings.
Ooh.
That there you can see the ocean.
This
And
is
that's
the
our-
video I need to use, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
for
that's our
TikTok?
favorite beach.
Okay, I got you.
Ty and I
Is the
spent a
sunrise- wait,
lot
where
of
is the
time.
sunrise?
That's beautiful. Oh my god.
Waiting for.
I
the
gotta go to
sunrise.
Hawaii, guys. What the heck? This
We-
whole time.
we can do a special edition. Oh, yeah,
Isn't
look,
it funny? Like you see like a sparse people, and then as you get towards the sunrise, then it's like people just start coming. It's like paparazzi for the sun,
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
and you just see it getting more and more full of people rushing to get there at
so
sunrise.
Beautiful.
Oh, I miss it so much. I miss just being on the beach and sitting.
When's the
there.
last time you went to Hawaii?
Oh, 2018.
Okay.
It's been a hot minute.
years.
Yeah, well, COVID and all that other crap, and then
Yeah.
jobs and stuff. All right. Well, anyway, I think we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, thank you. It was so nice seeing you again.
It was nice to
I hope
see
to
you.
soon or talk
Oh,
to you
I have to
later.
wave with this hand.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Thanks for having me
Oh.
again.
You are welcome.
So this is a post-Easter recording, right?
Yep.
So
Easter is over.
Easter
it was
is over.
lovely. I hope you had a lovely Easter.
I did. I got to spend it with my family. I watched my nieces do an Easter egg hunt, and my youngest one actually got a big old confetti egg to the head, which was pretty entertaining because she has very like baby fine hair, And so when my other niece like cracked the egg on her head, it like stuck, and it took forever to get it out. But it was a hot but sunny day. I had bought 3 dozen of confetti eggs, and we were all like running around, kind of breaking the eggs on each other. And then I turned to Sky and I broke an egg on her, and she like knew immediately what I was trying to do. And she was laughing. She was like laughing, smiling, and like playing that little dog like run around game. Where are you doing right now? Where are you going?
Wait, keep going. My dog is
scratching at the door, saying, "Woman,
no, sir.
Oh, Kona bear there. Let's see him. Let's see him.
Can be in here.
Let's see the Kona bear. Let's see him. Let's see him before he goes away. Ay. Oh, look how big that dog is getting now.
He is full size. He's the same.
How come he doesn't have a collar?
Oh, they just had a bath.
Oh, okay. So they're trying to dry off.
Yes.
That's so funny. I saw Ginger come through, and then Kona was like right behind her, like sniffing her butt.
He's totally following her everywhere.
Yeah. He's trying to learn the ropes. If he follows her, he gets cheese too.
He's like, "Where are you going?
Where are you going, lady? I want to be in this
Sorry
room."
for that interruption.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You should totally keep that in because it was a good interruption. Anyway, no, we were talking about confetti eggs and chasing each other. So in conjunction with the confetti eggs, I just got a new roping rope. So I've been practicing roping.
Okay.
On my dogs.
Do they put up with that?
No, they hate it.
They're a little wild. They're a little big.
They see it come out. And I'm like twirling it above my head or on the side. And the first time I did it, I caught Scout by his feet, on the back feet. He like went to the ground and like was chewing on the rope. And I was like, yeah, because that's like professional, right? They're in motion and you get them by the feet. Well, after that, Sky like knew what I was trying to do. And so Scout. And so I'm like walking with my back to them. And then I like turn and throw the rope. And it's really funny because they're like creeping in the grass like this because they know I'm trying to like rope them and catch them. I caught Sky one time. We were running, and I was like running after her with the rope, and I threw it just out of like sheer will, and I had no aim whatsoever. And I got her around the neck, and I got her, and she was not happy about it. I was like, it's like playing tag. It's like playing tag, so it was really fun.
Funnily is not a word.
Funnily?
I keep saying it.
What?
Funnily, I randomly learned how to do the same thing is it lassoing? It's throwing a rope and lassoing an object or a person, and then you pull them. So in our ninja classes, when I did jiu-jitsu in Hawaii, we had a special instructor who came in and taught us some ninja maneuvers, and that was one of them.
Really?
So we had to lasso an object and how to yank it. And then there was like a punch or something afterward. And I remember that my instructor was behind me. And it was like you lasso, you pull, and you turn and you punch. And I punched him right in the chest.
Nice.
Like he wasn't supposed to be there. And
that was his fault.
I just remember him going, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, Mai. I didn't even know you were so violent. What's up?
I did the maneuver correctly. He said,
the maneuver.
But
I think, now that I think about it, ninjas do lasso their enemies. I've seen that in like a couple Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like episodes. So this checks. Like, absolutely. I can't believe you punched your instructor. How funny.
I know. He was actually like... He came up back in the day with like Chuck Norris. Like they used to compete against each other where they had their dojo or something in like the mainland somewhere.
Okay, give me 5 seconds. Cody, bed. Okay. Her dog is being really needy right now.
Does that work?
No, he laid down, okay.
Anyway.
Well, you can throw this anywhere, but just a public PSA, public safety announcement. Dogs can eat little pieces of silica packet and be okay, but if they eat the whole thing, it's really bad.
But he didn't eat the whole thing.
No, he had
only
little
ate a
niblets, but he did go through my trash to get to it. I don't know why that, but...
I'm going to add silica packets. I had one in some product.
Yeah, you have to be careful, I guess. Kids like to eat them too, because they're like cute or whatever.
Well, What was scary was someone reached into the bag, and when they pulled their hand out, their hand was a little wet. Like my son, he just washed his hands. I'm pretty sure it was my son. Just washed his hands, and he reached into the bag to get something, and he had touched the silica packet. So I went in later to go feel the bag, and it was like heating up hot.
Oh.
And it was just this tiny little bit of water that was on his hands that activated it, and it started to like get really dangerously scary hot.
How odd.
So we took it out. I put it in a glass jar, and then I mean, it just continued to just heat up.
Why a glass jar?
Hours.
Why would you put it in a glass jar? Wouldn't it? It could potentially cause a glass jar to break.
The packaging it was in was like, modern day chip kind of packaging, which I think is like Mylar, plastic, something.
Yeah.
So now I immediately pull out the silicone packets, especially if it's something small, just because I don't want anybody to have that. I just don't want it to heat up.
So basically, silica packets, I've never had one heat up, but it reminds me of like MREs and how they can, they have that heater element in it.
Yeah.
So it's actually illegal and actually really bad for the environment to throw away an entire MRE. You actually have to activate those heating elements before you toss it out because they can cause fires. MREs actually have like a tentative expiration date where they must be tested. And a fun fact about the Army is that our veterinary services does all the food testing and water quality. So they'll take an MRE packet that out of our like a lot or a carton, it's let's say just expired and needs to be tested, but they will just poke a hole in each packet, expose it to a certain chemical, and it in turn will show them that if it's good or not. This is all coming from an individual who has watched this testing. So most of the time, MREs have a 5-year shelf life. I actually still have some MREs from a training exercise that was like 4 years ago.
You should totally bring that out for the next podcast, and you should totally record this MRE.
Eating one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
or at least, opening it up, looking at it, putting it together, showing how everything works, because they're actually very fascinating. People love watching that stuff. I've actually watched several videos. You should see the MREs that they have from other countries. Like, they
have
make
seen a couple.
The American ones look terrible.
The American ones are terrible. I actually was really impressed the last time I went on a training mission because there was somebody who eats only halal. And those MREs were like bomb. Like the things inside of it were like lemon cookies. They had lamb and rice. They had like chicken, like curry chicken and rice. And I was like, oh my gosh, this huge chunk of hair just came out. I'm having issues. Like I opened up a carton the other day and there was like bean burrito. And I was like, this is going to be an absolute disaster in any tent. There's bean burrito. There was like the pizza. I was like, why is there pizza in this? There was, what is it? Chicken enchilada bowl, which I don't think would be really bad because it's kind of like Chipotle, but not really, but kind of. They have like freeze-dried like tortillas. There's one that has just tuna in it. Okay, so the ones that I really like are the following. Chili mac, which of course is like an explosion of the stomach, but that's fine. Everybody just loves the chili mac. I enjoy spaghetti meatballs, beef soup, beef noodle soup, chicken noodle soup. Marinara meatballs is not that great because you don't get a lot of food out of it. Cheese tortellini is the vegetarian one that's pretty good and has a really solid dessert. Like some of the MREs actually have like Skittles and M&Ms and they even have sour Skittles, which is surprising. They have pound cake in there, which tastes so terrible, but some people like really enjoy it. No.
Maybe you gotta put something on it. You can't just eat it.
It's, I don't even know. It's so dry. The ones that have crackers and you get like peanut butter or cheddar spread or cheddar and jalapeno, it's not too bad. I would recommend that. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I just put one in my car and I actually don't know how much heat they can withstand, but I have one in my car just for an emergency. And I think that one is like chicken and rice or something like that. But I've never had it before, so I was like, "Oh, this is new." Because the pepperoni pizza one and this one was kind of newer. Maybe next time I'll
Yeah, you should
do an
totally
opening of one.
open one up and do a taste test for us, because my dad used to have them, so he would open them up every once in a while because I guess they were near the expiration date, or he didn't
Yeah.
use it, or he just didn't want to eat it and he just think it was funny to feed it to his children. Um,
They're not that terrible.
they're not that terrible, but after I saw ones from like, I think it was Canada,
There's one from Japan that was really good. It had ramen
France.
in there.
Yeah. What does MRE stand for?
Meal ready to eat.
Wouldn't it be great if like all of the MREs from all the different countries would just like have like anybody can purchase from them?
Oh yeah, they would make tons of money. Thank you for entertaining my MRE.
Your
Talk.
MRE stories?
Thanks for coming to my my TED Talk.
I wanted to talk about our last episodes because we actually recorded the last 2 episodes, Hawaii Life versus Texas Life, about a month ago. And they took a month to air, right? So the first one, the Hawaii Life, the first video was me driving to the leeward side of the island all the way out to Kapolei, Costco. The Texas one, that was all your video. And that was us finally getting to see all those big animals that you keep talking about, living your farm life, your ranch life, you and the neighbors, and all of their friendly animals that come and visit your land as well.
I think that I could get better angles of these cows. I really want everybody to hear this one cow like calling me. Basically, when I'm outside too long. I think I sent it to you though. Didn't I?
Yes, you did.
He's just standing there like screaming at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, this is so dumb. When he looks at me and does it, I can see all the way down into his stomach. It's the weirdest thing. I'm like, this is weird. Like it's an endless abyss. And oh God, Scout today like went running and squeezed through the gate. I caught him licking a cow patty. And I was like, don't do that.
Oh no.
How come animals can just do like the craziest things and we're just like, all right, you're fine.
Yeah, that's gross. But your dogs made an appearance in the video.
Yeah.
You did send me that video of the dog staring at you through the window. And there they were, looking goofy.
Psycho, eating a tree.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of them, same tree. I was like, what are y'all doing?
And I really like that waterway that you had alongside the tree. That is not the pond that I had seen before.
It is the pond. It is the pond. It's just dried up.
Wow. It actually looks like a stream though. And it looks like it goes on for a while.
It goes out through a pipe, but the problem is right now it's been so dry. We haven't gotten heavy rains. Well, in a way that's good, right? So it's not super muddy.
Is that where the alligator was?
Yeah, he's gone now because there's no water. There are some big toads and a ton of turtles in there though. Oh. The toads are they're like bullfrog size.
Yeah. You don't worry about your dogs and the toads?
No, because they keep trying to eat them anyway. I think a couple have succumbed to my dog's wrath. Because I opened the door before and there's like 2 frogs just laying upside down.
They're not poisonous or anything.
I don't think they're poisonous like the ones in Hawaii.
Yeah. I don't know why, but we have poisonous toads in Hawaii. And I am always worried about my dogs getting anywhere near the toads. Like the puppy, he's picked one up in his mouth and
oh my gosh,
moved it. I mean, I guess it fought its way out, but I was like, oh no. I don't want him.
I don't know why dogs
to
like
be
to
sick.
lick
I don't want
frogs.
my dogs to get sick. I want them to stay healthy. And so I'm constantly
out there. Well, they can die from it.
Yeah, we actually did have a dog that died. My dad, when he was young, they had a dog that he would go to. There was like a diner or something, and he could buy 10 or 12 little hamburgers, and it would just be a hamburger patty between 2 buns, lettuce, and tomato. And the dog's name was Sock, and it was like a big lab, and he would just throw an entire burger to this dog, and it would eat the whole thing and then spit out the lettuce every single time. And he thought it was the funniest thing. So he always, every time he went to go get a bunch of burgers, he would always have one just for the dog, just to watch him eat the whole thing and then spit out the lettuce.
I think your dad's a big softie.
He is. He loves animals. That dog, Sock, ate a toad and it died.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's sad. It's hard because you just never know what is really toxic to a dog. And then you have like dogs like Sky and Scout who just eat whatever the heck they see.
Yeah. Just put it in their mouth.
Because Scout was, he broke through the back rear barrier while I was walking there. And I just saw him like dart into this high grass and come back chomping. And I'm like, what did you just eat? What did you eat? Now what's wrong?
Wait, okay, I gotta do a share thing really quick because I have to give this up. So, this is...
Wait, what up? Oh, snacks?
Yes, this is my something to share. I don't know if you had these in Hawaii. They are made in Hawaii. They are 1-ton strips.
What? Why do you have all these cute things? I need you to send me another care package.
Okay, so this one...
I gotta find snacks from you from here. I just can't think of any snacks to send you yet.
Okay.
I need to work on it.
1-ton strips
do better.
Are literally, 1-ton wrappers that you would use to make dumplings and like dim sum type dumplings. So, but then they cut them into strips and then they're just deep fried.
Are they good? Are they sweet? Are they seasoned or what?
They're just slightly seasoned. They're kind of like eating like a flour tortilla, but it's not. It's 1-ton wrapper. But they go really great on somen salad, which we just made today. I'm going to save a couple of these and then I have to hand the bag away. My children downstairs just made somen salad, and my mom, for her Christmas card, for my parents' Christmas card, has the somen salad recipe on it, and she sent this card to your mom. So you have the same recipe.
Well, I don't know because my mom loses everything, so we could have lost that recipe.
I'll try to post it on the internet, on our website, so look for it. But I have something else to share. This is banana ketchup.
What? What is that?
Have you ever heard of banana ketchup? It's actually labeled banana sauce, but supposedly when in the Philippines, there were a lot of American soldiers who were there, and they had brought ketchup with them, but they didn't have tomatoes readily available so much in the Philippines. So they made a version of ketchup with bananas instead of tomatoes. So its base is bananas. So it pretty much looks exactly the same.
I'm having a deja vu moment because I feel like you've talked about this before.
I have, but I'm
just now remembering.
I never showed it. But the consistency... I mean, it's kind of clumpy like banana. So if you've ever mashed banana, but then it's got all the vinegar in there and the seasonings of ketchup. And it tastes...
Does it taste like ketchup?
It doesn't. Not like traditional ketchup, American ketchup that we know. But it's similar. And it's more of like a sweet sour sauce, like a Chinese sweet sour sauce is actually what it... Because it's sweeter. It's sweeter than regular ketchup. Wow, we're on a 1-ton ketchup.
Here she is eating wonton strips with banana sauce, aka banana ketchup. That's so weird, but also a unique fun fact. Banana ketchup.
Banana ketchup. Knew. And did you know that ketchup is actually based on Chinese fish sauce?
Really?
Fish sauce is like one of the biggest things that humans have had for the longest time, because they would just like let fish rot in a ton of salt. And it would make this umami fish sauce. And all the way back in Roman times, it was very popular in Rome. But it's even older than that.
It says banana ketchup was first produced in the Philippines during World War II.
Oh, World War II,
due to a wartime shortage of tomatoes, but a comparatively high production of bananas. How funny. And it actually comes out brownish yellow, but is dyed red to look like ketchup. That is really interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I would never in my mind or in my lifetime imagine eating banana ketchup.
Banana ketchup.
But now I must try it.
So if you find it any kind of like Asian specialty markets.
Good to know. Thanks for joining us for another episode of My Tais at Sunset. Be sure to check us out on mytaisatsunset.com and Patreon, because we're going to have some exclusive footage that will be very special, and the only way you're going to be able to see it is if you subscribe and support us. So make sure to do that. Also check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and anywhere else you listen to your favorite podcasts.
And until we meet again, ahui ho.